Oh, hello there. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just sitting here enjoying the weather. All the craziness of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are finally done. I took a bit of a nap, and now the dog wants to go for a walk. Don't ask me why. It's actually not bad out here, though. It's really nice. It's nice weather out here. It's cool. Hopefully it continues because I got a few days off now, so that means I can do things in the shop if it's nice enough. And in the house as well. I got to do a lot of cleanup, obviously, because, well, Christmas and all, so you got all the wrapping and the boxes and everything else. And with me, we all know that I do a bunch of burning for Boxing Day. That's what happens to the boxes. I don't go shopping or anything else like a lot of other people do, because really, there's not really any big deals. They just take that deal. Well, I mean, there's some deals out there, but let's face it, it's not really any deals. You get better Black Friday deals. All they do is just paint it red with Boxing Day on it and take like, I don't know, what, 5 cents off? Ooh, 5 cents. But, now it's all over with and stuff like that. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to go, just, I don't know, curiosity, I guess. I decided I was going to go on Facebook Marketplace. Except it isn't there anymore. I am banned or blocked or something from using it. Although there's no reasons behind it. There's no anything behind it. It's just it's there. It says, sorry, Facebook is not available. Or the marketplace is not available on Facebook for you. I'm like, weird. So I looked at it, and it came up that, you might want to check with your, place of origin, like Canada, which I'm pretty sure Marketplace is available in Canada. What are you doing, Zuckerberg? Right? So I'm looking, and it says nothing. Nothing at all. It just says that it's not available. It's not even there anymore. And that's kind of the only real reason I was using Facebook. I mean, and then they have the gall and the audacity because, Facebook has been becoming increasingly nothing more than an AI and bot and ad place. That's all you see on there. I barely see. I have to literally. There's some friends I have to literally go on their, search their names and go on their profile just to say hi sometimes. So you got that. You got all kinds of other stuff. It's just a mess, right? I mean, Marketplace is basically the only thing keeping me on there. Well, now they kind of taken that away. And then they have the gall and the audacity to say, oh, we want your feedback. Rate us. I rated you very poorly. Let's just put it that way. You suck. So, now moving forward, I guess I'm going to have to, through the pages that we have still on there, in case you haven't noticed, we've got a few pages there, basically based in Manitoba. Canadian abandoned and neglected vehicles as being one of those small pages we have that grew, but it's kind of, it's not done. We're still doing a lot of stuff on there, but it's not like, we're not making money on it. We're not making sales. We're not doing anything like that. It's just there. So, we got that going on. We got a bunch of others, and there's a whole car community on there. So, Facebook Marketplace might be gone, but I'm still able to access certain things on there. So, and it's way better because you get the actual people on the pages themselves. So, I mean, that's kind of the reach around until they actually zap my channel altogether. Now, the theory is, because it's very, very, very recent, I was saying, basically, on both my profiles, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, right? Christmas. And now suddenly I'm having problems. Why? Because, as we all know, the whole thing with religion nowadays, Christmas might be hate speech. So, take it with a grain of salt. Anyways, that's all I got for a Facebook, anyways. I'm going to continue walking the dog, and I'll get back to you in a second, because we're going to go watch some people play some hockey over here. Later. And we're back. Yeah, we're going to go watch the hockey. I do some filming there, but I don't want to put people, and especially with the kids and stuff like that, on my videos because of certain obvious reasons, because a lot of creeps and everything else, and YouTube and some other platforms are with that, and privacy and etc. etc. But I will tell you one thing: the dog likes watching people play hockey. And the reason being is because I think she's more confused about what the hell are they doing? What is the meaning of this? But anyways, whatever. But continuing on with my kind of, it's not really a rant, it's more of a story time. This is a story time because we are running into 2026. And with the new year comes the new you, right? So with every year, you're always moving things around, your own chessboard, kind of, sort of say. Because you're always looking to improve. What can I do different this year? What is this going to do? What can I do to improve this? What can I do to improve my house this year? Stuff like that, right? And reflection, because, some people had a really good year, other people didn't. It happens. And sometimes the vice versa happens. The guy that had a crappy year is not going to have a good year. And the guy that had a good year is going to have a crappy year. I don't know what kind of year I'm going to have. So, dogs barking. So, basically, now getting into all the social media stuff again. Now, a lot of people know I don't make a dime on YouTube. I don't make one red penny on YouTube. YouTube makes money on me. Big difference, right? And they're like, well, why don't you dance my... Well, there's a reason for that. Because YouTube is owned by Google. And Google is quite the juggernaut. And the juggernaut is growing. Right? They're always growing. They're always doing things and doing different things. And now with this whole AI thing, what a lot of people don't know is they got Gemini. Gemini is actually pretty dang good. And if anybody's paying attention to the stock markets, they know that get your Palantirs out there, you got Nvidia, your AMDs, right? Oh yeah, in case you haven't noticed, or in case I haven't mentioned, I am on the stock markets, by the way. Something new I started up. I was going to do it years and years ago, but the reason why I didn't, because usually you got to spend time during the day to do it. Well, at one time I didn't have a lot of time during the day to do anything, because I was always working. 8 hours, 10, 12, 14-hour days, straight through. Sometimes I didn't even have time to eat lunch. I make time. Might not be at lunch hour, but I make time to eat, because you got to eat. You got to fuel the body. You got to fuel that body with good fuel. Anyways, I digress. So then we go on. Now, where was I? Talking about, yes, the stock markets. Now I'm in the stock market because this year was a slow end of the summer into fall. I didn't really have much work. Kind of hurt me financially. I didn't think it was going to continue on that long. But gave me enough time to figure things out on the stock market side of things. What works, what doesn't, what goes on, how kind of things, let's try this one, get that, see what this does, see what that does, see how that works, right? See how things work, because that's what you got to do. In order to do things, you got to learn how to do things. And in order to learn how to do things, you have to do it. So now I am doing it. And yes, I've done well. But because I'm fairly new at it, I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Now, nobody knows, but I did end up $700 in the plus at one point. And because I didn't know what I was doing, like I said, I'm relatively new to this new thing. Well, I can't say I'm a whole bunch new. I'm kind of relatively new as far as doing it this way. Before I was just buying stocks, like paper stock, which is totally different, and that was like 20 years ago now. Anyhow, so now I bought myself into the stock market. And yes, like I said, I got up to $700 at one point, but because I don't know what I'm doing, it kind of started plummeting back down, right? Because you got your ups and your downs, right? That's kind of how the stock market works. So it went back down. It went down to 5 or 6 and 5 and right back down to 2. I cashed out at 2 instead of 7 or even 6 or 5. Because like I said, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I was relatively new. I got into a good stock at the time, or a few good stocks at the time, and I bought into them at the right time, but I didn't sell them at the right time. That's my problem. Now I know when to sell because it cost me a bit of money. And then I bought into the hype of the Nvidias and the AMDs and the SoFis and everything else, which now costs me $200. So in this process, I am now, getting back to the YouTube thing, I'm now an proud owner of Google stock. So now, technically, YouTube is paying me. Not a lot yet, but YouTube is now paying me. Checkmate, motherfuckers. Anyways, so we got that going on. That's the new thing for me in 2026. Well, technically started in 2025, but it's relatively new still, so I'm going to say it's a new thing for me in 2026. And I couldn't be happier. Because I'm learning something new and, figuring something out. That's how it's all, that's what it's all about. My hand's cold. Not, it is nice, but it's not that nice. So new in 2026, it's going to be a nice 67 GMC. It's going to be up for grabs. There's a lot of metal work done to it. So keep an eye open for that. It will be for sale. Probably in the summertime, but not on Facebook Marketplace. Anyways, with that being said, hopefully you had a great Christmas. Yes, I said Christmas again. The word that's getting me in trouble, apparently. Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And all the best. All the best. I mean all the best to all of you. I speak favor onto anybody watching this video right now. I mean anybody. Whether it's 2, 5, or 50, or 150 people who watch this video. Or maybe it could be 225. I don't know. It ain't very much. I don't give much viewership anymore. But Doesn't matter if you're hearing this. I speak favor and all you to have a really, really good 2026 moving forward. Till I see you again, or you see me again on this screen. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because my hand is freezing, and if my hand's freezing, the phone's gonna start freezing soon. So, good day, good night, and all the best for 2026, my friends. Bye.
Bullshit in Chinese. 放屁，放屁，放屁。